Hey guys, welcome back to my channel with a weekly message, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter regarding love. It is a general message, and so this may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, I do encourage you to check out other signs in your chart. As we know, tarot's energy is fluid, and so this could be past, present, or future, and this could play out from the perspective of the cross watcher. It could be vice versa, reverse, flipped, etc. So place yourself wherever it resonates, only if it resonates to your situation. We have awareness, we have heartache and loss. Any messages for Pisces? Okay, Four of Wands. All right, Pisces. Okay. When it comes to your relationships, there's there's an awakening and this awareness around your relationships. For some of you, there's some deep, deep pain rooted in your upbringing and your home with the Four of Wands and how you see relationships. And I feel like this awareness card is telling me that your guides are trying to work with you in this area of your life. They are trying to get you to wake up. They're trying to get you to ascend here. They're trying to shine a light because there's a lot of pain attached to your foundations, your family, your romantic relationships. And there's also a lot of pain. This is a big area of your life that you need to heal, Pisces. And the Ace of Swords is the overall energy. So this is the truth. I feel like your guides are really trying to get you into a energy where you are being honest with yourself and you understand that this is an area of your life that you need to heal. And it's centered around your home, your family, love. I'm hearing you've been put through the ringer, but there's a rainbow. Okay, there's joy. There's a reason, or there will be a reason for you to celebrate. But Spirit needs you to wake up to this pain, and I feel like many of you have awareness is here, which is telling me you are aware of this. You know that this is an area that you need to heal. You know you may have issues with your mother or a parental figure. You know that you have issues with your siblings. You know that your love life hasn't been the best. You're fully aware. So let's see. Why is awareness here for Pisces? Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Yeah, there's the Three of Swords. Oof, and the Four of Cups. Okay, Pisces. You're dealing with some pain and sadness. For some of you, this is even depression. When it comes to your heart chakra, your heart space, your feelings, your emotions, this is I feel that there are deep wounds here. You've gone through a lot. Whether you were betrayed or stabbed in the back by someone that you loved or cheated on or exploited, I'm hearing exploited by somebody, taken advantage of. It feels like you give so much of yourself to others and it goes unappreciated, unnoticed. For some of you, I see there's a death that you've had a hard time getting over. This was a close family member of yours. I'm also seeing for some of you, when you are mourning, when you're going through a very difficult time in your life, you feel like nobody around you cares or helps or offers a helping hand or nurtures you at all. I'm seeing a lot of blue, and they're just showing me blue related to sadness and pain, this color. And I heard that they see I'm blue. They see I'm blue and they don't care. So some of you guys may feel like when you are going through it, when you are depressed, you don't have a strong support system. Maybe you feel like you're constantly the one giving and pouring into relationships and you don't get it back. You're aware of this though. All this pain, all this heartache, all this discontentment, and feeling rejected and feeling depressed, you are aware something you have to heal. It's hard though. It feels like, Pisces, you're trying to balance out the energy and understand the lessons that you've gone through and really maintain your faith and your hope. But it's not easy. 3 of Swords. We have the Hangman. 3 of Cups, water energy. 7 of Cups. Some of you guys have dealt with a lot of infidelity in relationships and people just being very non-committal. Like I said, it feels like you don't have a strong support system. It feels like you are the support system. You always give to other people, but who gives to you? You may pour into everybody else but yourself. I'm seeing here, Pisces, allow yourself the time to heal. You don't have to rush the process. There may be people around you that expect you to just get over this or get over something and move on, but it feels like there's a healthy medium. Like Spirit wants you to take your time and not rush this, but also not drag this energy on and on where it leaves you stagnant, where you are not growing anymore. You're not evolving because you're so lost in this pain and this sadness. When it comes to your exes, I wouldn't recommend you, and this is not a love message, but that's what I just got. There's a specific ex of yours. It would be a cycle. It would, however the relationship was in the past, it would repeat itself. Pay attention to even your friend group, Pisces. I'm just getting a lot of energy about your social circle and your support system, and it doesn't feel like they offer you what you need or help you. It feels like it's the other way around. You always help them, but when you're in a time of need, do they help you? I feel like you may overextend yourself. Be mindful of that. And it's emotionally. Whatever this is, Pisces, for you, and this message, you're aware. You know what this is. Let's see, 4 of Wands. Queen of Cups, water energy. Yeah, 4 of Wands, very interesting. Yeah, you have to heal your family dynamics. It's your foundation, Pisces, that suffered. Some of you guys didn't have the greatest upbringing. I'm hearing you were traumatized. Some of you guys didn't have that loving mother or father or people that you can count on or and depend on. Some of you guys didn't have the right friends around you. It feels like you were surrounded by people that took advantage for some of you. And that's the area of your life that you have to heal. Your foundation. I'm hearing that it's broken. Some of you guys may have come from broken homes. Right? Like this 4 of Wands, which stands for family, marriage, unions, partnerships. That's what needs to heal. That's what's broken. you, I feel like you really want to be happy with the Three of Cups, Pisces. You want to be happy. You want to have something to celebrate. You want to be very joyful and just live a very abundant life. And it feels like, but at times you feel that's just never going to happen for you. It feels like there's a part of you that feels stuck on these issues and stuck in the pain that you've experienced. And for many of you, it's related to your home environment, how you grew up, how you were raised. I'm also saying for some of you, you really lack, I feel like the nurturing, and I feel like you really desire that. And so it feels like you are like that with people because you didn't get that growing up. And it feels like that's taken out from you, that's taken away from you because it caused a lot of pain for you in your life. If you were the one that was constantly emotionally available and giving, and people just sucked you dry, but it feels like you did that because you didn't get that growing up. Let's see. What does Pisces want, Spirit? What does Pisces need? How does Pisces see themselves? Was that okay? Okay, Pisces. Interesting. So what you want is the Knight of Cups. I feel like you want to move forward in your love life. I feel like you love love. You love love. You love to give love. You like to be there for other people. You like to help them. You just have so much love to give. And either you want to take action towards someone, right, in your love life, or you want movement and action in your love life. So we'll see when we clarify. What you need is a Seven of Pentacles and the Death card. Scorpio energy. It feels like what you need, Pisces, is something that you're used to doing. I mean, what you need is to change something that you're used to doing, is what I'm getting. Something that you've done for a long time. And it feels like giving yourself so much to others that you may unintentionally neglect yourself. I'm also seeing a lot of unhealthy relationships tied to your home and your family. You see yourself as the Chariot. You see yourself determined to move forward and move forward quickly. Now the outcome is the Moon, Cancer, Pisces, and the King of Pentacles. I'm getting parental figure, a father figure from this King of Pentacles. So let's clarify. Knight of Cups. So, Pisces, when it comes to your love life or just moving forward in general, I feel like you're really hard at work on trying to do that. You may feel like you're in between worlds right now. Okay, you may feel like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I move on? Do I pursue this? And I just feel like you are more invested in your future and you're more invested in starting completely over in a new chapter and a brand new beginning for yourself and building up that stability and security. I feel like that's what you want. You don't want to go back to the past. I feel like you do want to heal these wounds and you want to move on with your life. Some of you guys are going to have a new job offer. I see you taking it. If you've been very unhappy and discontent at work, if you feel like you don't make the money you deserve to make, and you feel like you're not appreciated, you're not recognized, there's no recognition, you're going to get a new job offer and move forward. And you're actually going to really enjoy this and love it, is what I see. You're going to work really hard. You may something you're looking forward to. You're very excited about it. Seven of Pentacles and the Death card. Ace of Wands, Ten of Wands, Eight of Wands. Wow, I said it. Pisces, there's something that you do. You've done it for a long time that needs to change and end because it's a burden for you. It's not something you enjoy doing. So if you walk around and you're always everyone's support system, it's got to a point where it burdens you. It's too heavy. You're tired. If you are the hardest worker, you work the longest hours, you put in all this, you're tired now. And I see you voicing it. I see you standing up and voicing Eight of Wands and expressing that whatever it is you once felt passionate about, it feels like it's taking from you now. And I'm not saying you used to help people and now you don't want to help anybody. In moderation. Maybe you've helped so many people that you stopped taking care of yourself. You got to get back to you. And it has to do, what I'm getting here, Pisces, a lot to do with your upbringing, your family dynamic, or lack thereof. Not receiving the love, the support, the empathy that you wanted, needed, deserved growing up. And it feels like, so you're like that with other people to a fault. You constantly give to everybody else. And you're starting to wear yourself out. I see that changing now because remember, awareness is here. Excuse me, guys, which is telling me that you know this about yourself. You are aware. So you see yourself as the Chariot. Excuse me, guys, my throat is going out. The Chariot. Four of Cups. Okay. Oof, the Four of Wands. Temperance, yeah. It's about your family, your relationships. There's been a lot of unhappiness and discontentment. And I feel like you do want to heal that. And for some of you, it's not necessarily you restoring the relationship with this person and or people, these family members, this mother, father, these friends, or this ex of yours, or this job. It doesn't mean you have to restore the relationship. It means forgiveness, learning your lessons, understanding why you went through that experience, transforming from that experience so you can be a better person, one that is more aligned with your higher self, one that is more healthy and stable. I see a lot of discontent in Pisces around your family and your relationships. It feels like you didn't get the love that you deserved. You didn't get the support, the attention, the affection that you deserved. And it feels like because of that, you overextend yourself. You may overshare, you may overgive, you may want to support and always be there and help and assist. And it's starting to weigh you down because you're not giving enough of that energy to yourself. Again, you know this. You are awakened. You know this, Pisces. I also see for some of you, you may want to escape, is what I'm hearing. These family wounds. And this healing process, it's going to take time. So be patient with yourself. It's not something that you are going to fix overnight. It will take time. Why is the moon here and the King of Pentacles? That's the outcome. Yeah, Seven of Wands. For some of you, that's like a family secret. And I feel, honestly, I feel masculine energy coming from this. I do feel like a father figure. but let's keep going. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. I'm getting really strong before I go into the outcome, a family secret. And it also feels like, so for some of you, I don't know if something happened to you as a kid. For some of you, I'm getting an energy of being traumatized and like someone covered it up or turned a blind eye to it or didn't take it as seriously as it was. Like you may have felt ignored, neglected even by this person. I'm hearing someone say, but I'm telling the truth, and I'm getting an energy from an adult that's like, I don't, you're like talking nonsense, or they don't necessarily feel like they believed you. Moving forward, Pisces, I feel like you're changing. Okay? And I feel like you still have all these emotions, right? You have a lot of love to give, but it does feel like you are making more logical decisions when it comes to your love life and how much you give and share with others. It feels like you're being more selective in your future. Where in the past, you may have been more open and more giving, and you give love and you show affection to any and everybody. Moving forward, it feels like you're a lot more selective of your crew, of your circle, who you're around, who you give to. It's still in you, but it feels like it's earned. People have to earn this. You don't just give it away freely like maybe you used to. For this of you, I see you confronting your mother if you have a very unhealthy relationship with your mom, even if she's passed over. I see you trying to heal that. Now, if that is the case, you show up the both of you are coming across very defensive. She's coming across defensive in the sense of, I feel like deep down she knows she was wrong, but it's hard for her to admit it. And you come across defensive almost like you need to understand how I feel, how that made me feel. Just be mindful, you have a valid point, of course, but it feels aggressive. I'm also hearing, Pisces, she may not say what you need her to say, even if she's passed over and you're connecting with her on the other side. And you're talking to her spirit. You may want her to say something or articulate her feelings or this apology with certain words, and she may not use those exact words. Because I'm getting an energy kind of like you guys are missing each other. Your ships are kind of passing each other. You both have the same feeling, but how she's expressing herself to you, it feels like that's not what I want. I want you to say it this way. I don't know if she can. She feels stubborn. King of Pentacles. Yeah. I have the Hangman, the Five of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. For those of you that felt abandoned by a father figure, I'm getting a lot of parental energy, Pisces, from this reading. Family dynamics. A mother that's stone cold, doesn't show a lot of affection, and very stubborn. And a father that may have been absent. For some of you, it's not both. You may have had a wonderful father and a mother that is just not the most loving, nurturing person. Or you may have had, both. Maybe your mom wasn't nurturing and your father was absent. You know your role. But for those of you that had an absentee father, you feel like you're on the fence with them. If you even want to salvage that relationship or restore it or heal it, you feel like you're kind of on the You may for the time being just leave it where it's at. For those of you, if you have issues with your mother, I see you trying to focus on that relationship over this father figure. But for some of you Pisces, it just feels like in general you didn't have for some of you, this is not all of you, you just didn't have a reliable father. You didn't have a reliable man in your life that you could count on or that you could trust. So let's see. And I see you addressing these issues. At the end of the day, Pisces, I see you having these conversations, making decisions, speaking your truth, standing your ground, and trying to heal this area of your life. Because it's something that you know is there, it's something that you know you need to heal, it's something you know you need to address. Okay. Any more messages for Pisces? Any other areas of their life in which they need to heal? Spirit, any other areas of their life in which they need to heal? So we have judgment and honesty. Yep. And failure. So if you are having any issues with your parents, particularly a mother, like I said, she feels very stubborn and she feels very set in her ways. You guys don't speak the same language, but she understands how you feel. I feel like she is apologetic and she does feel like she made a mistake. She does feel like she failed you. Will she say it like that? No. And you may want her to say it like that, and she's not built that way. That's what I'm getting. When it comes to a dad, you may feel like, yeah, you failed me. You were an absentee father. You weren't there for me. If you're dealing with some parental issues in your childhood and your upbringing, it's time to address these issues. It's time. It's time to be honest with yourself and how this has affected you and has affected other relationships in your life, how this has played out in your friendships, in your marriage, and your relationship with your siblings, and your work environment. You know, the mother, whoever this is, feels like you judge her. She feels like you're judging. And you may feel like she judges you. I feel like you got, well, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to. Okay, just hear me out. You guys are similar in ways. However that resonates, I'm going to stop there. I'm not even getting into it. I'm not getting into it. But yeah, look, there's blame. We have blame. We have failure. You may blame your parents. You may be like, this is the reason why I am the way that I am, because of you. Judgment and honesty. But you guys can actually have this breakthrough. You guys can heal a lot the more transparent you are with yourself and the more honest you are with it. Maybe this is a conversation that needs to happen. That's needed to happen for a long time. There's blame, there's failure, there's judgment, there's shame. It's all there. I'll read these before we close out and go into the extended reading. It says, blame, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Failure, I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Judgment, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And honesty, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. This feels like a very emotional, serious conversation that you may have with those in your life that have affected you since you were a child. It's a conversation and emotions that need to be expressed for a long time. Maybe you need to pull so-and-so to the side and say, you know what? I needed you back then. I needed you in this way and that way, and you weren't there for me. And this is how it affected me. And this is how it affects my relationships now. How they take it, that's on them. Pisces, it affects your relationships. Okay, let's go into the extended reading. It's going to be available for Patreon members if you would like to join. The link is down below in the description box. You guys have a good one, and I'll see you